Hi, my name is Araiz and I am going to implement the DevOps task that is provided to me. So first of all, let's clone this repository on our local. So let's go to the desktop. Where we have the whole platform given the scripts. Now let's SSH inside our server. This is the IP provided. So I've already downloaded the key over here and updated the permissions. So cd dot SSH root at rate. So now we are inside our server. Let's move towards the first task, that is deploying the Terraform stack in the Terraform. Okay, so over here we have the Terraform main. We are using the remote exec, so and over here we have the variables for the SSH. Remote exec is used when we want to deploy something on a remote server. So over here we have the Terraform example. For example, so there are two ways to provide the variables. One is using the Terraform command, Terraform apply dash dash variables names and their values, and the second one is this terraform.tf parse by default. So over here I will update the IP. Now cd terraform. Let's initialize the Terraform. So Terraform plan. So the plan looks good now. Let's apply. So the key is at the desktop as I showed you in the start. So let's update the path over here. Now let's rerun the apply. Okay, so the Terraform is being applied. While it is being applied, let's look at the main.tf. So first of all, we are creating the kind cluster, running the scripts, creating the kind cluster. Okay, namespace creations, the deployment for the task 2. Okay, network policy. Okay, garden worker worker 2. Okay, okay, the Terraform is running fine. So let's look at the challenge to in the namespace T2. You will find the deployment. Let's wait for the Terraform to be deployed. This has been deployed. So let's kubectl get nodes. So over here, the control plane is ready. The worker 3 is ready. The worker and the worker 2 are ready, but scheduling is disabled. So I think I saw the Gordon command. Yep, over here. So first of all, let's change it. So now the worker and the worker 3 are ready. Now let's run this for the 2. And now all the workers are ready. kubectl get pods dash nt2. So both are in the container creation. Describe pod dash n. So um once a container starts and after that it fails, then we would be looking at the logs of the application, kubectl logs and the container name. But right now it is stuck at the container creation phase, so we will describe and see what is the issue. Sorry, it's T2. Over here, first it was the node issue, and that was solved when we uncordoned. Now it is a mount volume setup issue. The volume seems okay. So let's see. There is no extra volume, so we're not using anything. The only thing I can see is 1 KI. That's really low memory. So mostly whenever we create the pods, we give m megabytes of memory, and it is an nginx, so it is a running process. So I think it would require much more memory. And it says I think we don't have to make any changes in the Terraform for the task 2. We can easily update it over here. Or do we need to update it over here? One. I think it's good to go with Terraform, because if we will change over there and after in the future if someone will apply it from here and it will again go with 1 KI, so let's update it over here. And MI is okay. Let's run Terraform apply. So I think I remember whenever we run the Terraform apply on a remote exec, it doesn't know the state file of the remote exec. So we will have to change something else. Kubernetes setup. We can change the Kubernetes setup. Let's do it 2. So it will destroy the previous one and update it according to the new one. And with the new 10 MI memory. So let's wait again for it to deploy. It might cordon against. Is it a different remote exit? I think we might have to uncordon again the Burger and the Burger 2, so let's see. That is why I was going to update it in the Kubernetes manifest. kubectl edit the deployment. But now let's see. As we can see, it is again in the ready and unscheduled. So we might have to coordinate again. And both the pods are now running because we have done the uncordon. So they can now schedule in both the nodes, and we have increased the memory. So it is now able to schedule in different worker nodes. Sorry. So now we are done with the task one, challenge one, and the challenge two, both together. So now let's move towards the challenge three. In the namespace T3, we'll find the task containing the port 80 for this task one modification must be done in task 3.tf. Okay, deploy a pod of your choice. Okay, so first of all, there are two, let's copy it from here. And connection provision, we don't need this. CTL, that's fine. Now the name should be HTTP client or namespace replica. What deploy a pod of your choice. It says a pod, not a deployment, and it is a deployment. So let's get I think deployment is fine. So replica one, the role should be HTTP client. All affinity, it should be curl. Docker for curl. There was a command for sleep. For the sleep command. keep on board running using sleep command. This one. Let's give it 600 seconds. Now let's deploy this one. Now pod is running fine. Pod. Okay. Alright. It's in the default namespace. Um, let's say build command is working fine. Sorry, curl.com. Yep, it's working fine. So let's go task 3. Um, for the communication between different namespaces, we use a method in which first of all we define the task service name, then the namespace service cluster local etc. So first of all we will need to find the service kubectl get svc dash and t3. So now like curl task h3 dot t3 dot svc. So I remember seeing, yep, deny all. We have a policy of deny all, so due to which we are unable to communicate. So let's see if we can get policy dash nt3. Yep, over here we have a deny all network policy. Let's describe network policy. So all traffic, all incoming traffic is disabled for this. So policy allow for stream network policy SSH remote exec will apply. Let's copy it from here. This snippet. Let's do it for all the namespaces. Pod selector is role is equals to HTTP client. The port is I guess 80 for the nginx. Now HTTP. Everything seems fine. Yeah, let's so now we have a allow policy that we deployed over here. Sorry. And now we are able to deploy everything. And now we are able to see the nginx. So the curl is working fine. Welcome to nginx. So we are able to ping the task 3 service. So with this we are done with our challenge 3. Now coming to the challenge 4, create start by creating the namespace t4, deploy a new pod within the pod. Okay. So again, task dash tf, let's task 4 kubectl create ns. Hmm. I don't remember the whole manifest files, so mostly no one remembers all those manifest files. Only then from the corner. So the Terraform has been applied. Now let's see. Use it here on get and get forwards direction and 4.